Daily vlogging, let's talk about that. Basically, these are my thoughts on the subject matter. A lot of people venture into it, whether or not they should do it or shouldn't do it. You know, something I think is, worth addressing, worth talking about it. So let's get into it. Daily vlogging. Let's go. Smells good. Anyway, this is about daily vlogging. Should you do it? Should you not? The real answer to the question is, it depends. Really, it depends. It depends on the amount of free time you have. Depends on the resources. Whether you work, your responsibilities, things of that nature. Some people try to daily vlog because they've seen others doing it, and they've seen the success they got from it. I mean, you see the big YouTubers, like Casey Neistat, and everybody thinks that they're gonna, get those numbers or whatever. Maybe not everybody, but people with means or people that may feel like, they're of a certain level, may feel like, hey, I should be able to daily vlog too, in order to get that type of success. In all honesty though, results vary, some people are plugged in and have different networks which, folks support whatever they do, but that's not everybody. This is really about who should daily vlog and who shouldn't. That's really, my purpose of making this video. This is my opinion on the matter. First, we'll go with some of the advantages of daily vlogging, if you really want to know. The key advantages is that you can build an audience, very quickly if you have engaging content, things of that nature. If you monetize, you can make a lot of money, if you have engaging content and something, very, interesting and unique to say or entertaining. It can be very profitable to you. Also, like Casey Neistat and others, it can give you other opportunities to branch out, to broaden your horizons, almost like somebody like Fousey too. You get acting roles, or like, Superwoman, you get acting roles and stuff like that, and you really get connected into Hollywood if that's your thing. Also, it puts you in the mode where maybe you can start a production company, or really just branch off into your own website, and begin to create opportunities, far and beyond YouTube. The drawbacks is basically it's time consuming. You can find yourself for one video editing it from 8 to 12 hours. That's on top of having stuff to do, for folks that have full-time jobs and stuff like that. And then I forgot to say, one of the other advantages is that daily vlogging can become a full-time job when it becomes profitable. But this is something that can become time consuming and can get in the way of family life. So it's something that could invade your privacy, as far as, folks knowing a little too much about you, and that's something that has to be, addressed if you want to go there. How much are you going to put into these vlogs? How much of it you're going to leave out? Those are important things to know. The space is already crowded enough, with people, vlogging daily and stuff like that. So sometimes it could be a fight to just even gain attention in the space, of daily vlogging. Not everybody can daily vlog. I mean, to vlog is something, but we'll talk about that in a second. But daily vlogging is something that you really have to be prepared for. If you're like a college student, or if you're, a young kid in your teens, or you're just somebody who's in the film and, music industry, or you just have the time and the resources and the real passion for it, then, daily vlogging, may not be for you. But if you have the time, if you have the money, if you have the resources, if you have the energy and the real passion for it, then daily vlogging can work out. But also too, I say to folks, be careful not to burn yourself out. You have folks with the ambition and the aspiration, to go 365 days. But the reality is you don't have to, especially if you have an audience built up over time. I think the mistake that most people make when it comes to daily vlogging is that they think you have to, consistently do it, on an everyday basis. I mean, it's best done if you're trying to build an audience. If you're a small YouTuber, if you're not known, or if you're just trying to gain revenue out of the situation, fine. Then it's something you can do. But if you gather content and have something that's engaging, that's going to get a lot of views, then over time, it doesn't make sense to release something every day. Also, too, another drawback to it is that sometimes when you're doing this daily content, it's not as fleshed out, it's not as together as something that's a big project or something that you may release once a week, once a month, once every 2 or 3 months. You know, I mean, it's something that you can sit down and really just, you know, flesh out and say, okay, I want to tell a story. I want to engage a larger audience, or whatever the case may be. You know, something where you may want to release a movie or go to YouTube Red or, you know, on some other platform and try to have something that's more concrete, that's more put together, so, you know, it will generate residual income, you know, far beyond anything that YouTube may pay you from the AdSense dollars or even endorsement deals and brand deals that you can get from, you know, daily vlogging. Folks get anything out of this. I say that unless you have the time, the money, the energy, the passion, and the resources, you know, you don't have to daily vlog. You can do it, but it's going to be time consuming if you want to do it right. You're going to have, you know, a lot of your emotions and a lot of your life invested into trying to do something 365 days. Like me, I could release a video every day, but it doesn't have to be a vlog, you know. It could be a little, you know, just my thoughts video, a little funny video here, there, you know, and then a vlog once a week. But that's just me. You know, you can vlog every other day. Folks do that. But then also, too, you have to remember, you need to have something to say to grab and gain the audience. I'm saying, there's nothing wrong with scripting this stuff out, planning and plotting out some things that you want to do in the days ahead. You know, nothing wrong with saying, okay, I want to have some more engaging scripted content. I think daily vlogging specifically is good if you're trying to build up an audience, if you're trying to, you know, find yourself on social media and find your voice. But, you know, once you find your voice, it's something that I don't believe is necessary to do on a daily basis, because it's like, let's say I've been on YouTube for 10 years. You know, after 10 years, is it, you know, purposeful for me to daily vlog? You know, I remember what the rest of John Cena was saying one time in an interview. He said after 10 years, whatever your audience is basically what your audience is. The people that mess with you are the people that mess with you. With me, I mean, I could release videos for 30 days, but even after 30 days, sometimes I say, you know what, I'll take a 2-3 week break because I don't want to burn myself out, especially if you're not monetized yet, especially if, you know, you're doing this stuff for free or you're just trying to engage and, you know, do this as a hobby. You know, you want to be mindful of the fact that you have other things going on. I mean, you want to be mindful of the fact that you have a family. You want to be mindful of the fact that, you know what, this can be an emotional, mental drain, you know, trying to upload and edit videos and engage people and watch other people's stuff and try to make sure you support them so they support you, be engaged in other communities. So the daily vlogging aspect of it has to be something where if it's not a purpose for it, it can become a problem. It can become something that consumes your life. Don't get me wrong, you know, I mean, if you want to try it out and you want to do it and you want to, you know, see where it takes you, you can. But like I said, I say be forewarned. Daily vlogging is not something that you have to do in order to get subscribers and followers and all that stuff. The point is, it's about developing a message. It's about having engaging content. It's about being able to tell a story. It's about being able to connect with the viewers. It's about the relationships that are built. Because if you don't build those relationships, it doesn't matter how many videos you release. Because I've released over 500 videos. I released a lot of videos a lot of you folks have never saw. But at one point, I wasn't really building any relationships with the videos that I was releasing. So at a time when people started to watch, that's when I started to try to build relationships and watch other people's stuff and support, so you know, folks you know, efforts on YouTube to do certain things. And a lot of people have jobs, they have, you know, life, they have relationships, you know, they have health issues that they have to take care of. So my thing to you, whoever you are, whether you're a big YouTuber, whether you're a mid-range YouTuber, whether you're a small YouTuber, if you're gonna daily vlog, make sure it's something that you're set up to do and prepared to do. Like with me, sometimes I'm working a lot and I'm doing a lot of overtime. I don't have time to daily vlog. I don't have time to be sitting here 3-4 hours editing a video. Even when it seems like I'm releasing a video every day, I may have this stuff pre-plotted and planned in my mind from days, you know, before to say, okay, well, I'm going to do X, Y, Z, and then I'm going to release it such and such a day. Me personally, if I did 365 days, that would be to build an audience. But even then, I would have to make a decision on whether or not I'm going to keep trying to do these videos on a consistent basis, or I'm going to cut it off. There's nothing wrong with having a schedule, you know. So you got some YouTubers who only release once a month, you know, but they build up their following or their base through social media, maybe through Facebook and Twitter, you know, Snapchat and other things, because there's ways to build that. You know, some people only release, you know, twice a week. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. I say when it comes to daily vlogging, before you daily vlog, you have to find a schedule that works best for you. Just because you see somebody else releasing videos every day or vlogging every day doesn't mean that that's best for you. It may seem tempting. It may be something that's, you know, tantalizing to gain a bigger audience, and you can do that. But I stress to people, only daily vlog if you have the time, because most of daily vlogging is the editing. Most of the great content that you see on YouTube is done with the editing. You know, I mean, you can tell a great story. You can have a nice camera. You can do all that beautiful stuff and pretty stuff. You can even do prank videos. But if it's not edited right, if it's not packaged in a certain way, it won't mean anything. And all I try to say to folks is that, you know what, just be real with yourself. Know your limitations, know your strengths, know where you stand as it comes to daily vlogging. And that's my 2 cents there. Hopefully this was helpful. Like, comment, subscribe. Fire engine. Like I was saying, like, comment, subscribe, dislike, don't watch. It's all good.